Welcome to the Amazing Authorities Podcast, where game changers, visionaries, and category leaders share how they built their brands, platforms, and global influence. Your host is Mitch Carson, international speaker, media strategist, and creator of the Instant Authority System. If you're ready to learn from those who've done it and want to become the go-to expert in your space, you're in the right place.
Today's guests are going to throw you for a loop. We've had a little bit of conversation before. Yes, they're smiling. We've got Dr. Amy and Roy Clark here today. And you see, let's just jump right in because this is so interesting and different, what we would call atypical from the guests that I've had on yesterday, we'll have on later today. But let's go ahead and introduce. They're a married couple and they met through an interesting method. And I'll start because ladies first with Dr. Amy.
So how we met is what?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I have a private practice in Naples, Florida, where I work with marriages and families and individuals. And I met Roy because I was counseling his son. And I had just opened my practice, and he was a very established business coach, and he offered to help me grow my business as I was helping his son, and the rest is history.
That's right. So she said, we built a relationship. She actually wrapped up the counseling with my son, and I said, well, I'd love to continue helping grow your business. I thought she was, 30 years old and, didn't need to think about anything there. And then she said, well, we should work together. And I thought, you crazy? We're never getting work done. But by the way, how old are you? And she told me her age, and I was like, oh my, there's an option here. Okay, so let's take a look at that. And now the rest is history.
And now the rest is history. And I want to press on, and then we'll move from it. Dr. Amy, what is your PhD in?
It's a doctorate in Christian counseling.
Okay. And all right. So the two of you, and you're also a business coach, Roy. So the two of you counsel others. You teach others and guide them. You're coaches with larger, different type. I mean, that's the core of it. Yet right in between you, we've got this Christian counseling PhD. We've got very clean-cut, conservative-looking business coach on the other side of this.
Former pastor.
Oh, you're a pastor. Oh my gosh.
Former pastor. 10 years.
This is even becoming more interesting. All right. In between the two of you, and I'm sure you've never heard of this Ken and Barbie couple. How many times have you heard that this week? And in between the two of you is this large crystal bottle. It looks like a gigantic bottle of cologne or perfume or eau de toilet. But it's not. Now, here's where we're going to shock the viewers. Tell us what it is and its origins.
Right. So this is our luxury personal lubricant. So we focus on marriage and family, right? We work with couples all around the world. And the primary issue that we deal with is intimacy. But it's not just sex. We wrote a book called The Four Intimacies, which are verbal, emotional, physical, and spiritual. And we believe that each one unlocks the next one. Now, for business people, it's somewhat the same, except it's verbal, emotional, behavioral, and then spiritual, which would also be vision. So pursuing something that's bigger than yourself. But each one unlocks the next one. So verbal, getting on the same page, that's what intimacy is getting on the same page. Verbal unlocks emotional. Emotional unlocks physical. Well, we wanted to create something that people could keep on their nightstand that would remind them of how beautiful their intimate life could be. But then in each box, we also have a conversation card. And that conversation card walks people through the four intimacies.
So it comes in a gift box, and the idea is to be very intentional. Women are always telling me, I just want to feel adored. I want to feel cherished. But he only talks to me 5 minutes before he wants sex. And so we wanted to create a
Yeah.
product that would actually have the couple sit down, take the time, connect emotionally, and then lead to some
Wonderful
wonderful
intimacy.
physical intimacy.
Yeah.
And this assists in that intimacy.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah. It's
Is
a
there,
premium silicone lubricant. It lasts longer than anything else on the market that we've tested and tried. And we tested and tried a lot. It's beautiful. It's my favorite part, right? So we're coming up with new product every day. No, I'm just kidding.
that's and how long have you had this company?
So we launched so the product came stateside in February, and we launched about a year before that. It took about a year to kind of put everything together, to design the bottle, the packaging, come up with the branding, the lubricant itself. And yeah, and so late February, early March, we launched
And
on
how
that.
are sales going?
Good, real good.
Mhm,
A lot of repeat customers.
mhm.
We're global, right? Which only means that we've sold in Canada and Australia and New Zealand
In Prague.
and Prague. Yeah, we're a hit in Prague.
Yeah.
That's 5 countries according to my count.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
And does
been
it
good.
come with an instruction manual?
No, you have to call for that. You know, you call us. If you need that kind of help, then you should be setting up an appointment with Dr. Amy and I.
Oh, okay. Well, I just didn't know if there was a video tutorial of how to apply it and use all these.
There's plenty of videos out there. I'm not
Okay, all
sure
right.
we
Well,
can
just
lead you
wanted
to one.
And
So
where can people find this? I would imagine you mail it, so it's e-commerce and
yeah,
there's a
yeah,
website
yeah.
for it.
E-commerce, Aria, Aria, Lux, Luxe, life.com. Aria Lux Life. So
Aria, spell that
yeah.
once.
Aria, Aria, Lux, Luxe,
Uh-huh.
Life, Life.
Okay.
AriaLife.com.
All right. So
Yeah,
there's the Aria Hotel for reference in Las Vegas.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that because I lived in Las Vegas for 5 years.
Oh,
Oh,
very
okay.
cool. Did you like
Yeah.
it?
You know what? I'm from LA originally. I
Yeah.
moved there because of the pandemic. As I mentioned earlier, I spent my time overseas. I had left the US in 2010, was living in Bangkok, and then had to return because State Department issued a repatriation notice
Wow.
or
Yeah.
recommendation to go get vaccinated. So I went back. I decided I'm not going to go back and pay California taxes, and the only contact I had was Las Vegas to get in a hotel. That was
Oh,
one hotel was open for people, and I had to repatriate. I had no car, no current license, and it was a welcoming
oh,
city. And
oh,
I had only been there as a tourist slash
yeah,
speaker going to events to the Strip. So living
yeah,
Las
yeah,
Vegas outside of the Strip was eye-opening, and I have nothing but positive comments about Las
yeah.
Vegas.
Beautiful people. Beautiful
Yeah,
people.
and it's a transient city, unique, special, and a great place to advertise that type of product, by the way. Hint,
Right.
hint.
Yeah.
And worthy of media, hint, hint, hint. I think
Very
that's a
good.
talking point. Now, in your book, how does that integrate or how does that connect to this particular product?
Mhm.
Well, so working with couples every week, we hear the same stories. Like, we just forget to schedule time for intimacy. We don't think about it. It, I don't know, it's not long enough. It doesn't feel good enough. And so a lot of people are not educated about lubricant. They think it's for women that are in menopause that need it.
Right.
And it's really about extended pleasure, and it's an indulgence. It
Yeah.
leaves your skin feeling so silky, and you touch longer with it.
Mhm.
And then we designed the bottle so that it could sit out on your nightstand. So when you see it every day, it's that visual love note, and it reminds you to schedule time for intimacy. And then we work with a lot of people that have kids, and they're like, oh my gosh, I forgot to put the lube away. And my son asked me what beaver butter was, or, it's just like,
Yeah.
And
So
they
this
Google
takes
it,
down a
they
lot
find
of
out
stigma.
quickly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, their parents are still fornicating. Oh my
Right.
God.
Exactly.
So,
But the
Dr. Amy, I have a question for you. And
yeah.
this is a curiosity question, and I think it might be one of your FAQs for the product. If a woman is not lubed down there,
Mhm.
this answers that need, correct? Is it
Absolutely.
because she is not excited about her partner, or are there other factors?
There's a lot of factors. So, like perimenopause and menopause, that's just part of that time period in our life where your body stops making the natural lubrication. And then sometimes, yeah, it's an emotional disconnect. So, if a woman needs to feel and safe and secure in
Yeah.
order to climax. And so that's usually done through good conversation and connecting emotionally, which is two of the main topics that we talk about in our book.
Yeah.
So,
So in the book, it covers that, because there was a curiosity of okay, I was married before. I'm going to go ahead and just share a personal. I don't care at this point. I'm 65. I'm open. Well, who's going to, I'm not going to get tarred and feathered. I live overseas. But I just remember I was married at one time. I'm not married anymore.
Yeah.
And my then wife, who's now my ex-wife, was going through that change where she was a little bit older than me. So it was a time where she had to undergo a lot of these uh, supplements in order to fill
Sure.
that up. And
Yeah.
it seemed like overnight that changed, where
Mhm.
the natural lubrication stopped.
yes.
And
Yeah.
and I thought, okay, maybe she's just not attracted to me because I'm not as physically fit as I was when I met her, or was it because of that physical change that she was going through?
Yeah, it was probably primarily the physical change, but it's something that people don't talk about. And so it would be very easy for the husband to sit there and think, oh gosh, like get in their own head of,
Right.
is she not attracted to me? And then pull away. And then the wife, I mean, women literally are like, I'm losing my mind. My body is broken. I don't know what's going on. It starts happening so fast. And there is help for it. So any women listening, I highly recommend getting your hormones checked and getting those back in balance and you feel human again. And so even though I am doing hormone replacement therapy, I still choose to use the lubricant just
Mhm.
because we make love often.
Mhm.
And so just with that frequency, it just keeps everything
Yeah.
from hurting. And it
Well,
just, it feels better. Like
right.
I was at this dinner party and this one woman, she was so funny. She comes over, she was just appalled when she asked what I do. And usually I say
I
therapist
gotta
and
hear this.
everybody runs. Like it's the fastest way to like get away from people at a party. Just tell them you're a therapist. And then so I was like, oh, I'm not gonna say that this time. I'm gonna say that I own a lubricant company. Second fastest way to I would like drive
But
people away. And so she says to me, she's 80 years old. She goes, I don't need lubricant. And I was like, it's not a matter of need. I
bless
was
her
like,
heart. Yeah.
Right.
yeah. And I was like, that's great. But it's like, do you want to get a massage with massage oil or without? Like, you can still get a massage
Right.
without the oil, but it feels a lot better with
Sliding.
lubricant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Things, yeah, the hands slide better. That's
Right.
true. Now, what kind of results have people had using your product? Well, I mean, I would imagine if you have, well, the best result I would say is when someone buys again, the reorder.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
Yeah.
means they're
Subscriptions are
active,
strong.
or they're using it as lubricant for their car.
Right.
Hey, we don't care.
Exactly. However you want to use it.
For
No, I just
those wheel bearings, yeah.
It's a
we hear people say, wow, it's great because there's no break in the action. It's right there. I can
Mhm.
just grab it, just easy to use. And then there's not a need for reapplication. So it lasts a long time. And then the woman feels really like special. Like,
right.
wow, you bought the best for me. It's like your husband going to
Ah,
CVS and buying
Right.
this $7.99 lube, or like ours is $69, pun intended.
Right.
And
done,
so
done.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the most expensive lubricant on the market, but it's a gift and it's
Yeah.
worth it. And
It's more than lubricant, though.
yeah,
Right.
It's the experience.
It's bottled accordingly. But I want to touch on something that just had this light bulb moment. I valued you so much that I bought the Rolls Royce of lubricant. I
Yeah.
value you so much that I put your diamond ring, even though it's 4 times the price it should be, in a Tiffany box.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
value so much that it has a misting spray. I don't know what to how do you dispense it?
It pumps.
It's
Yeah. It's a
So
pump.
okay, it's pump out as opposed to squeezing it from a tube and
Right.
slapping it
Yeah.
on like you're a hog. Okay.
Right.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So
And the other thing that you can do, Amy said that there's no interruption, right? So as we're in the midst of foreplay, I can reach over, grab the bottle with one hand, I can pop the glass cap off, and then pump and throw it on the bed because it doesn't leak. That was the other thing that we wanted to
So that's
incorporate.
another benefit. It just, instead of this squeeze bottle, which we equate with lubricant, it's
Right.
just squeeze here, honey, rub this on. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm ready. Okay. Missile Mike is on his way. It's
Exactly. Yeah.
and this is I value you. That in itself will cause a natural flow, and this will augment the efforts.
Right.
Right. My marketing mind is going. I started out as a copywriter years ago, so I'm thinking,
Oh, yeah.
benefit. Yeah.
You can use your help, however you want to do it.
value you. I value you. That's why I bought the best.
Yeah.
This
Right.
is Rolls Royce. There's only one Rolls Royce.
Right.
There's only one Tiffany.
Yeah.
Right.
And then when she opens the box and goes, "Oh, you just want more sex," then he says, no, baby.
I want to ask you these
Here,
questions and
let's talk.
connect with you.
And then she's like, "You want to what? You want to talk?" "Yeah, baby." "So what's the first question?"
Yeah, I want to hear this.
Yeah.
What's something that I say that makes you feel loved and adored?
What?
So-
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, this is an intimacy solution.
Yeah.
This is an intimacy a program. It's a roadmap to marital success.
Yeah.
Right.
This
To
is
intimate
anti-divorce. We're saving marriages.
With lube, baby.
Yeah, it's the smooth way to save a marriage. You
The
can
lube in the book.
slide in
There you
and
go.
slide out without abrasion. So
Exactly. You're on fire. I love it. I love it.
oh my God, I live in Thailand. I'm surrounded. I happen to live in a city that this would be an unbelievable testimonial from.
Yeah.
I know your market is couples and people of that caliber, but have you ever considered, I may be going a little bit off track, of having a adult star endorse this?
We've had a few that
Absolutely.
have been obsessed with that, like, oh my gosh, like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? Because it just everyone does the double take. They're like, oh, it's perfume, and then we're like, no, it's lubricant, and then their mind takes a minute to catch up with that. And so,
Mhm.
yeah, we've had a few people.
I have a client in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
She came to my event on ChatGPT. I created the very first ChatGPT seminar in the world. We had 563 attendees. It was February 6th of 2023 in Las
Okay.
Vegas, at the South Point Hotel. One of my attendees, unbeknownst to me until I saw her stand up and had this wow effect because everything was popping everywhere, was Brittany Andrews. And
Okay.
she is one of the biggest porn stars in the world with a
Oh,
huge
wow.
legacy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a businesswoman.
Mm.
I'll make the intro if you'd like, because she would
Absolutely.
be, she's got a huge amount of followers. If you
Mhm.
look her up, you'll see that. She's a
Yeah.
smart lady.
Beautiful.
Might be an alignment there because she's in the category. It'd be different
Yeah.
way to look at how to market this other than couples. But if you get the endorsement from somebody who's got millions and millions of followers, has got her OnlyFans account, etc. Although that may not be in alignment with your religious values, it's a business.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Well, it's for everybody. And
right. It
so,
is for everybody.
like, we have our beliefs and how, like, we practice with each other, and then, but we're not
Right.
closed off to the way other people live and how they make their
Absolutely.
living. So,
They make their choices, and that could be a whole different discussion about morality and what have you. But the reality is, we have no control over that. It's one of the oldest
Right.
professions, and
right.
she is somebody who would be a businesswoman. She's older. She's not a
Mhm.
kid. She's about
Yeah.
50, I think. Yet beautiful. If you look her up, you'll see that.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit offline if you want me to make the introduction. But I
Yeah.
think
That'd be great.
for your I my marketing mind goes there. It's like with that celebrity endorsement,
Hmm.
Mhm.
the
Oh,
floodgates
it
could
helps.
open.
Yeah.
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 And in a different way. Well, gosh, if Brittany Andrews uses this, then it must be good. When
Right.
Yeah.
you have a celebrity endorsement, I mean, and I don't think it would come from Jordan Peterson. He would line.
If you could introduce us to Jordan, that'd be great too. But, we visited 35 adult stores in 3 days once we received the bottles. We went over to
Oh,
the East Coast, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, 35 stores. And we said, whoever's on the other side of that door, for us, our belief is a child of God.
Mhm.
And we're going to value them as much as we would value anybody else. Why wouldn't we? And we went in, and there's this young man, 28 years old, did not look like Ken and Barbie, right? Pierced tattoos, blue hair, the whole thing. It was awesome. We love him. And we're talking about the box, and we show him the card, and he looks at us and he says, I think my girlfriend and I could really use that. And I'm in there, I'm selling cases. I'm looking for the manager, and Dr. Amy, she's like, honey, he would like to buy one.
He wants to buy one.
And I'm like, yeah, okay, well, you can get a case. And she's like, honey, no. He's almost in tears.
Mhm.
right.
He goes, no, I think this would really help my girlfriend and I.
We need to talk, and I want to reconnect with her. And
Right.
he was like, this is like the perfect way to do that. And so
And I'm
that was our first
absolutely.
sale.
You can have a discount. We'll sell to you wholesale. And, it's just this great reminder that no matter where you come from, no matter who you are, we have a ton of gay friends. We have hetero friends. We've got poly friends. Everybody. This is the same for everyone.
Mhm.
We long to communicate with others. We long for others to embrace with us emotionally. We long for physical intimacy. And I think we all know that there is something bigger than us. And
No,
that's what walks us through that. Yeah.
why? Okay, Dr. Amy, I'm going to ask you this question.
Mhm.
Will this bridge the gap of time? Because when people are intimate and they fornicate, a man typically can reach orgasm quicker.
Mhm.
That seems to be the age-old complaint. Well, he didn't wait.
Yeah.
He was no good because, a
Yeah.
couple minutes and he was done, rolled over, and that was
Mhm.
it. Will this bridge that gap of time? Will that bring women, because women are charged emotionally or mentally in some way, will that tighten the difference?
I believe so. And like our Four Intimacies framework is about the conversation, a conversation and connecting emotionally ahead of time. Like Roy jokes and says, guys, I'm like working for sex on Friday, okay? Like it's Wednesday and I'm planning out like I'm
Oh
treating
boy.
my wife well today because I want to make love on Friday. He said, you don't do it 5 minutes before you want to make love. It's just nurturing the relationship. And when the wife feel in our book, in the physical intimacy chapter, we talk about their security and pleasure. Guys are like, security, like I'm not going to hurt you, or I lock the front door. And it's like, no, we're talking about emotional security. So as you reconnect with your wife and show that the relationship is important to me, as yes, the sex is important too, but you matter to me, then the wife will unlock sooner and her orgasms will come faster. It's still not going to be 2 minutes like the guy, but
Yeah.
it might not take as long
Mhm.
or not happen when she doesn't feel emotionally connected to her husband.
Okay,
Yep.
and the likelihood goes up by quick pump Paul, who then is
Yeah.
out in 2 seconds.
Right.
Maybe Polly gets in alignment with him faster. I think these are some of the benefits that I'm seeing. And also that emotional connection that you create with your little intimacy card
Mhm.
is right there. Because most men, until they learn otherwise, and that can be a painful learning curve,
Mhm.
just want to hop on and I want to get
Right.
back to my
Get
book,
after it, right? Yeah.
watch the tractor pull, whatever it is. Tractor. Hey, we've all seen it all around the world. Everybody's, but this is an age-old issue, and you solve that. That's
Well,
great.
one of the things that having verbal intimacy does, it requires the conversation that says, my love, what would it take for me to pleasure you before sex? What stimulates you? How do we get you
Great
to
question.
orgasm sooner?
Great
How
question.
do I do? Well, it's not generally through intercourse. It's through
Vacuum the carpet.
right.
It's the
Make
what?
I said vacuum or go do the
Vacuum
dishes.
carpet. Oh, I love it. We don't have carpets in Asia. It's really interesting. Everything is
Give the kids a bath. That's like what the wives would say. Like, take something off my plate for me so I have some more energy for you.
just
There might
reminded
be
me of
other
America
ways
with
to
vacuum.
stimulate it, folks.
Yeah, there are no vacuums here. Yeah, they don't. They vacuum the hallways in the hotels, but typically everything is stone
Oh
or
yeah.
upper team. Yes, it's
Yeah.
different. It's cleaner. Carpets.
Yeah,
That's
for
good.
sure.
What? So people can find you again, Aria.
Lux Life.
Yeah. Aria Luxe Life.
All right. And your book, is that available on Amazon? Hold that
It
up
is.
one more time, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Before-
intimacy.
Okay.
Unlocking the love you desire.
And how is that available on Kindle and paperback?
Yep.
And Audible.
Yes.
Roy's radio voice has dictated the book.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, you
Amy
do
does
have.
cameos on there. She does cameos for sure.
All right. Well,
It's ours.
that's always nice. Yeah, to include her. That's very smart. It's strategic, Roy. Yeah. You want to have.
Yeah.
We embarrassed our daughter in the last 2 seconds in the closing credits. So if you do Audible, listen to the last few seconds.
Yeah. You got to go all the way to the end. And our daughter didn't think we were going to do this, but if you listen to the very end, you're going to hear something that sounds like this. Oh yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That's
That'll mess up any teenager.
Oh, that's God. That'll set them just like I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that.
You got it. You got it.
Guys, this has been fun. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Your success, and keep up the Rolls Royce of lubricants going forward. And I want to read about you in Forbes one day.
Awesome.
Soon enough.
Thank
Soon
you,
enough.
Mitch.
Thank you very, very much for your time. Thanks for having us on.
Thanks for tuning in to the Amazing Authorities Podcast. If today's episode inspired you, take a moment to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. It helps more experts like you rise to the top. For behind-the-scenes access and free resources to boost your authority, head to mitchcarson.com. Until next time, stay amazing.